We're live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Chronicles of Divastara. I am William, or Shani, and I am your game master. Welcome back to this D&D 5th edition campaign. Joining me today, we have Yare.
Hi, I'm Yare, and I am playing Morgan Thompson, the People's Paladin.
And Drevian.
I'm Drevian. I'm playing Ingrid Von Ryder, an undead rogue.
And Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I am playing Astra, who is not the People's Warlock.
Decidedly
People
not.
can fuck right off.
Very much.
Especially if they're wizards.
And Katie.
Hi, I'm Katie. I am playing Molly Malone Clemens, who is a human time investigator. Lives in a library, not a librarian. There is
Totally
a
a
difference.
librarian.
Not that. That's
100%
not
a
true.
librarian.
That's not true.
The Zodiac system will hopefully be joining us eventually once they're able to get their computer set up, put back together. But as always, Black Lives Matter, trans rights are human rights. Which month is this? Is it Greed Month for Christmas?
Greed.
It's
Greed.
gotta be, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Gay Greed Month.
Isn't that just
Uh,
the polyamorous?
It's poly. we should make
Hey,
December
now.
Poly Awareness Month.
Wait a second.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, yeah, but really, you gotta go and do it like that.
How dare you also accurate?
How dare you be correct?
I'm in this picture and I don't like it.
Yes, exactly. Legitimately one of my favorite memes.
Yep. It's
I use
very
that
good.
one so much.
At least Facebook was good for something.
One meme, one
One
particular meme. And as I continue to call your payment processors and your senators and whoever else, people try and pull some nonsense, and it's time to tell them to fuck off.
Yeah.
I mean, you just described the entirety of the 2020s.
Yes, it just keeps happening.
Uh-huh.
The world will continue until morale improves.
So
Wait a minute,
when
say that
morale
if you
improves,
feel-
the world ends.
That'll get morale to improve real quick.
No, my
And then we can get a do-over.
my like my favorite things are like all the alien things. Like, we are here to take over your planet. Oh, thank God.
Please.
Can you do it better than we can?
Please.
I,
please,
for one,
will show
welcome
you
our alien
leader.
overlords.
Don't blame me, I've had Makotos.
But when we left off, the group of adventurers, our rebellious heroes, had managed to defeat, in a somewhat harrowing encounter, the group of bandit slavers that had been capturing individuals from the nearby fishing village, and returned them home. A night of celebration and free food and drink was had to welcome the party back and the missing civilians back to their homes. But we pick up with the group, unless there was anything else that needed to happen that night, other than drinking and celebrating. And
Notably, it was not during the night, it was during the day.
That's right, yes, because you came back like just after noon.
We got back just at dawn.
Right at dawn, that was it, yes.
Yeah. Daybreak.
It's a night of drinking and revelry. Things that half of the people that were involved in the saving cannot do.
That's just more for Morgan.
Bitch, be quiet.
a day of drinking and revelry leading into the night, presumably. But you have a day of rest ahead of you. The question for your group is, what are y'all up to, either during that or once it's over? Where are you going?
Day of rest, going to my room on the spaceship. for lack of a better word,
On the Nidhogg? Yeah.
on the Nidhogg, and doing absolutely nothing but eating and sleeping in repeat cycle. For like
the introvert crash out. I am going away now.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Morgan is enjoying the party, but at some point, I think the wounds, because Morgan's HP bar went up and down like a goddamn yo-yo.
Fucking
probably needs to like sleep all of that off. Because, dear God.
They just kept like coming up with points from somewhere.
Yeah, I skip out of that. I skip out of the fucking celebration like 3 minutes in, and go back to the ship.
I get people amped up and then disappear.
So the vast majority of the people that they are celebrating do not attend the celebration.
Yeah,
Maybe they should make the celebration something that the people being honored can do.
I attended the celebration, I made my rounds, and then like I took a bunch of food and I left. Like
you should at any good party.
Yeah. I think
I'm specifically
like
trying to amp it up as high as I can and make it as raucous as I can.
Absolutely.
Don't
so
care.
It's easier for you to slip out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm making this as wild of a party as I can, and then disappearing before it goes catastrophically wrong.
Roll me a stealth check.
In fairness, even if it was a party where it was perfectly tailored, I would still be gone. So
is the DC less than 21?
Yes.
Then I automatically succeed.
Right, because you got reliable talent now.
Yeah.
Like you got that so early now. What?
Your stealth is plus 13.
11.
11 is reliable talent. You can't roll less than a 10.
Yep.
Yep.
I thought it was less than 8. That might
There's
be 14.
something else that does that. I forget what it is.
I think it might be a spell.
Because 8 is your proficiency. The
yes, but there's a specific thing or feature that like you can't roll less than an 8 on something, and I forget what it is.
No, reliable talent has always been if you roll less than a 10, it's a 10.
I feel like one of the bard subclasses had a.
Yeah, I think one of the bards had the you can't roll less than an 8 on something.
On some of your charisma checks.
Yeah.
Eloquence?
Maybe.
Maybe.
But yeah. You absolutely hype the crowd up and then disappear. Which, to be fair, this is Wolkir. The fights that are going to break out are pretty normal.
I just don't want to get swept up in them.
Yeah. Everyone's going to have a whole lot of fun with the brawl that's about to break out, and you will opt to not be present for it.
You're doing a wonderful job of making me not regret my decision.
Yeah. Inquisitive Rogue, by the way, is the feature we're all thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
It's if a deceit.
But as you sort of slink away to the sound of someone getting hit in the face with a beer glass, and someone else immediately piling onto that as the sound of a bar fight, essentially in the middle of in the middle of the open, breaks out behind you. You sort of slide away and allow the ensuing chaos to wreak itself. I will say, the thing you notice is that Cinder is kind of off to, or Ember, I think was her name. I don't remember which. It's either Cinder or Ember. Ember is off to one side, kind of looking at the commotion, just sort of idly drinking a beer. And you note she does look your way as you slink away, but doesn't seem to care to intervene or catch your attention.
I wave.
She raises the mug, goes back to drinking.
Yeah, I think once the bar fight breaks out is about when Morgan takes leave, because not right now.
You all return to the Nidhogg, and it's about that time that Alsana is like looking out, watching that bar fight descend, and she's like, "Are we doing nothing about that?"
It's their way of having fun.
I mean, it does
I
look
think.
fun. I'm kind of considering joining in.
I mean, by all means, seems to be culture here. Looks like it's the culture here. I'd join you if I, weren't bleeding from places I didn't know I had.
There are places you didn't know you could bleed from.
It's impressive how many shots I took.
Well, I'm going to go enjoy getting fucked up and fucking people up. And Alsana steps out of the Nidhogg.
Nope. Yeah, I'm off in my room.
Kiara, sort of watching everything take place as Alsana leaves, is just like, well, if anyone needs any healing, I should probably make myself available, but, well, they'll probably think to drag people this way if they need it. Probably.
I've got a few tricks left in my bag. If once it's over and I've taken a nap, if you need the extra help,
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah,
They seem like they know how to take care of their own. It
mm-hmm.
doesn't seem like this is remotely the first bar fight they've had.
Oh, absolutely not.
I mean, the first today, but not.
Well, job well done. What's the plan going forward? Are we just resting here for the day and then from there?
Yeah, we definitely need a rest. And yeah, where are we going from here?
Back to the city and report into Slathra, I assume.
I also have to return the book I borrowed.
Oh yeah, you don't want to pay the late fees for that.
Dare I ask?
No. You can probably imagine.
Oh yeah.
Ingrid grabs her arm, like rotates it in the socket just right to make a weird squelchy grinding noise.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Sounds
that.
about right. Yep.
Everywhere.
Thanks. Okay, Katie, the player, needs like some remembrance here. Okay, so we were going out to take care of this for somebody. Who are we going to take care of this?
One of the members of the Standing Legion by the name of Salathria, to get some sort of in with the Standing Legion and or someone who'd let us in to go talk to Miss Tiefling in jail. I forget her name.
We do know her name, right?
Yes.
Yep.
What's her name?
Soria.
Soria?
Soria, right.
Sorya.
Yep.
I just really want to just color Zarya.
So,
yep.
Back in character. So, Just for future reference, if we need to send a message to anybody, as long as I know their name and general description, I can send a message their way.
Well, that is huge to know. We have a name and pretty clear description from that vision.
Mm-hmm.
We could probably give her a heads up that we're coming.
Yeah, we don't know how we're going to get to her yet.
I mean,
About
that's part
this
of the reason
time-
of the book.
You just hear from wherever the hallway is that my room goes to. Probably a bad idea.
Chances are, if they've kept her this long, they probably are like also magically monitoring her. So some kind of magic.
Possibly.
message.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it's not restricted to her. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I can send a message, like, as
You
long
have
as
to
it
know
doesn't-
their actual name, or can it be like what they're known as?
You have to have a level of familiarity, which is to say, you probably have to have at least seen what they look like and know a name that you can associate with them accurately.
My general rule is as long as you can pick that specific person out from the rest.
Yeah, as long as you could pick them out of a crowd, then you would be able to send to them.
So it can be a title as long as it's like
Yeah.
you know it's them and not anyone else
Right.
with that title.
Yeah, as long as you could pick them out of a crowd and associate them with a name.
Can they tell that it's you?
If they recognize your voice.
So, sending a creature you have met or a creature described to you by someone who has met it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, not just familiar. So, like, we can't do Saria because we haven't met her.
That's true.
The target hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as a sender if it knows you.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, the 2024 has changed because it used to be with a creature that you are familiar with.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's a little more specific now.
They've nerfed it a
can't-
little.
Can't exactly do anonymous calls.
But I mean, they do specify that you can just someone who knows the person can describe them to you.
Yeah, but we haven't
The level of
met
familiarity
her,
required.
though we know her pretty specifically. So,
On the other hand, there's a possibility that I've met the leader of Nox at some point.
Excuse me?
Possibly, yeah. But you wouldn't know
literally
that.
could be anyone.
It doesn't say I have to knowingly met them, but if I've met them,
Yeah, but you have to be able to describe them. How could you describe them?
The
Uh,
leader of Nox.
the leader of Nox, literally, if I remember correctly, literally could be anybody in Nox, and
Yeah.
nobody knows.
Yeah.
The shadow of Nox, says Kiara, is according to my deity, is a ultimately mysterious figure even to some of the gods.
Oh, okay.
Their deception runs so deep that even divine magics cannot pierce it.
so just burn the entirety of Nox.
I'd like it to be put on the record that I did not say that.
Okay.
Noted.
But
I'm
you
going
don't
back to
oppose
my
it either.
room.
Speaking of people that it might, is it, if it's relevant to even message, is it worth us even messaging Salathria, or we're heading straight there?
I mean, if we're
We're
headed
giving it
straight
a
there,
heads up.
there's really not a. Yeah, I mean, we could. If you think it would be beneficial, but we don't.
To be fair, we're already on a faster timeline than she probably expects.
She's
Oh, definitely.
Because I don't know if she's aware that the Gauntlet Runner was ours. And we could make it here in 2 days, not a week.
Mm. So do we want to send her a message, or can I go
Just
back?
give her a head. I'd say give her a heads up that we're on our way back. Mention me and Astra by name. That's how she'd know us.
Asher didn't go up with you. It was you and Molly.
I thought it was. Nope, you're right. Yep.
Who?
No, yeah. You would have met Slaver. Yeah.
Who?
You. It was you and Morgan.
Morgan, who met who?
That met
Salafria,
Salafria.
the remember the Standing
Legion.
Legion we got the quest from.
So
The what elf?
what else? Okay.
Yeah, you've met her, so we don't even have to do the description bit. So.
Yeah.
The wood elf Spellzerker.
Got it. So I will send a message that we have completed our
Jump out on way back.
we have completed our mission and that we are on our way back.
Yeah, that's less than 25 words. Easy enough.
I can make it even more brief if need be.
Yep. Your word limit is 25 words, so
It would be a shame to waste them.
So yeah, you send the message, and shortly after you get back, job well done. I look forward to your return.
All that being done, I will let the people who drive do the driving, and I will go back to my room until I am needed further.
Well, the person who does the driving is currently getting her kicking ass right now.
God, there's only one driver?
She's the one who knows the Gunter Renner.
Regardless, we
good with
don't
animals.
want to leave until they're done with that.
Yeah. In other words, rest.
Regardless,
Yeah.
until whether or not we are moving or not, I am moving to my room.
Fair.
Understandable.
I do like the idea that we just drive off and leave our two NPCs here.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of you are druids, and thus Alsana is the only person who can really easily communicate with the Gauntlet Runner to pilot it.
Yeah.
Alsana also being a were-tiger.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why.
The bestial
That's her
aspect.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not a druid, she's a were-tiger. That's her little that's her way of getting into it.
Like you would need either to be a druid, to have some kind of connection to the wild like Alsana has, or have a very good handle animal to try and pilot the Gauntlet Runner.
To be fair, I do have a connection to the wild. I grew up and died there.
You did. You don't really have the innate connection to the wild that's kind of implied there, though. But unless there's anything else, are you always going to get a rest?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm specifically laying on the deck, just barely peeking over the edge, watching the fight.
Just laying on the boat deck that's out front. Yeah.
Yep.
Just observing the carnage. I'm gonna make a random die roll here real quick.
Someone's getting a chair thrown at them. Full Sabu, just
I mean, if Ava could eat popcorn, I think she'd be doing that.
You do the fight is largely indistinct, but there are a few moments that you sort of make out that sort of become more obvious. One of which you do get to see someone cartwheeling through the air. As you get you saw something flashy going on, and you realize that Ember had somehow gotten into the middle of some of that fighting, and you didn't know she could kick that high. B, didn't know she could impart enough force to send someone cartwheeling through the air like that. As she just sort of just high kick someone under the chin so hard that they go flying away.
Shawn Michaels selling Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's just the sweet chin music that sends someone through the air.
Yeah. It's the one when the guy holding notes, just the papers.
Uh-huh.
The best sell ever.
Which was, God, I forget who that was.
Oh,
it was
God.
somebody in NXT now.
Yeah.
Or not
Yeah,
NXT, it was somebody in AEW now, I think.
Yeah, oh God, was it freaking like Ricky Starks, wasn't it? No.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I think it was Ricky Sings.
Yeah, which he's back in NXT.
Yeah, he's
now,
back in
yeah.
NXT now.
The other one you see is the moment that Alsana shifts into her were-tiger form, which does not seem to at all disturb the pace of the bar fight. But it does immediately allow her to start checking people by the neck and tossing them around.
Just all of a sudden, there's a shock of orange fur.
Yeah, pretty much. Although in her case, it's more yellow than orange. Because she's blonde, and thus her were-tiger form is also yellowish.
Fair.
But yeah, so you get to watch a few of those amusing moments from the deck as the bar brawl wears itself down over the course of the afternoon, and it does go for most of the afternoon. Like there are moments where it kind of lulls, and then people start, but there's always somebody throwing punches at somebody, and then eventually there's people that have been out for a bit get a second wind and charge back in, and it picks back up again.
Oh, they take shifts. Gotta clock in.
Yep.
Clock in and start clocking.
Yep. Also, I just looked it up. It's Sean Spears.
Okay, fair enough. I knew it was one. I knew it was one of the AEW people who came back.
Yeah.
You do see that the dwarven gentleman whose name I have completely forgotten because I only remembered Ember's name of the two of them.
Oh Christ!
It was fairly standard. Like it was a pretty normal name. It started with a D, I think. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
But you do see that he is putting himself to use as it looks like he is in fact a cleric, as he's sort of like walking through, just providing a bit of healing to people who are actually particularly injured and sort of pulling them away from the fight, letting them sober up, healing them, making sure they don't get themselves thrown right back in too quickly. But you watch all that pass by as you take a long rest. By the time all of you are fully healed and ready to go, the sun has set, and the bar brawl has finally died down with the setting of the sun. And eventually, Alsana returns to the Nidhogg, looking none the worse for wear, which is a factor you might attribute to her status as a were-tiger and the presumably quick regeneration that she does.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I think about it, I don't think Osana's revealed the fact to us that she's a were-tiger.
Oh no, she did. She did. She had
fight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A, that, and B, she had the transform to perform the initial connection to
That.
Okay.
to the.
Although someone heard her purring in her sleep.
Yes. You weren't revealed during the Bone Collector fight, but you had gotten suspicions because she was very cat-like as you met her.
Yeah.
You didn't get the full reveal until she had to sync up with the dog.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the sense that Alsana is hard to hurt and recovers relatively quickly from her injuries. especially once she takes on her hybrid form. She comes back, sort of rolling her shoulder, kind of stretching that muscle out so it doesn't get stiff. That was a fun time. It was a pleasure.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Right. So are we on our way then?
Think so, if everyone else is
shifts
ready.
vaguely between Irish and Spanish.
Yeah.
That happens after you've been in a few bar fights.
I believe that's called
I think that's called a concussion.
I mean, to some people. She'll be fine.
I believe she was originally Spanish, if I'm recalling my voice for her right.
I can't.
Maybe?
I don't remember her being Irish. I don't remember her even being particularly Spanish. I don't remember what she was.
It's fine. It's not like concussions ever hurt anybody, right?
Totally not. Nope.
I mean, never mind.
Not at all. Nope.
I don't know what you're talking about. I get concussed every day, and I'm doing obey.
Listen, I'm convinced some people were born concussed.
Yeah. Anyway.
So yes, we are on our way back to
Volkir.
Yeah. Alsana heads back up to the cockpit. Short while later, the Nidhogg whirs to life with that low animalistic growl in the engines, and starts to walk its way at a high pace back towards the capital of Volkir. You got a couple of days on the road if there's anything that needs to happen before you get there.
36 hours of studying Ashran Gone, 12 hours of studying like the rest of the city.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, if I get asked general questions about like, it's not obvious that I was only studying the main fortress.
You get a solid idea of the general layout of the fortress and a middling idea of the layout of the city proper, so that if anyone asks, you don't just look like you were planning a heist on the fortress. Anyone else have any specifics over the next couple of days?
Not particularly. I am pretty much just staying in my room.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Yeah, not much to do either, honestly.
Staying in my suite of rooms.
Fancy, a suite of rooms.
Well, they include the library and the what you call the craft shop.
Yeah, the workshop. Yeah,
workshop. Yes, that thing.
I would argue you are perhaps not a librarian. You are a step above a librarian, because most librarians leave their work at home. They don't take the library with them.
I'm not a librarian. I'm an investigator and a researcher.
You can have a day job.
Just because you live in a library does not make you a librarian.
I can't help but feel like the demonym for someone who lives in a library would in fact be librarian.
It's either that or the homeless.
See, linguistics agrees.
It's a home.
Then why do you call it a library?
Because that's what's on the side of the building.
Then you live in a library.
Yes, I do.
Then you are a librarian.
Sort of like a person who lives in Volkir is referred to as Volkiran.
Let me ask you this. If you were just hanging out at your house, and somebody come in and said, I desperately need this book, would you go get it for them?
No, I'd say fuck off. This is my house.
What if they paid you for it?
No.
And they're a bookstore, not a library.
This
Paid
is
you to
my
retrieve it, not.
This is my shit. Besides, nobody, if somebody comes up to me looking for a book, it's probably an ambush because nobody comes looking for books anymore because everything is digital where I come from.
I
It's
don't
like
know
no-
what that means. Anyways,
Nobody comes for books. Looks up from the book I borrowed from a library.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about where I come from.
so you don't have any books in your library.
I do. They're mine. I don't loan them out to people. People cannot get a library card and check out books from my library. That's not.
I mean, that's how most.
So you're a
personal libraries
closed
work anyway.
library. You're still a librarian.
It's a personal library.
So then
That still
it's
makes you a
just your
librarian.
house and you're calling it a library.
I am the sole occupant of my house. Yes.
All right, you have delusions of grandeur. That makes sense.
No, that is a fact that I am the sole occupant of my house.
That you call a library. Even though there are no books beyond your own books.
I mean,
Also,
And you do not lend them out.
No, there are books beyond my own books. I just own them because nobody else wants them.
Then they're your own books, aren't they?
That I didn't bring them here. They were already here.
Yeah, but they're yours though.
Also, your library is on the ship, and there's several other occupants of the ship.
Also,
That's a different library. That's not my home.
that's right, because you have 2 libraries, but you're
Yeah.
not a librarian.
No.
And they say I'm delusional. And I just walk off. Back to my room.
Because
And shut the door.
Are
Take
About
the-
what?
Molly, take the advice where I don't argue with Astra.
I'm not. Listen. People and other living creatures and non-living creatures have called me a lot of things. It
How
doesn't
many other
define.
non-living creatures have you met?
At least 2.
I don't want to be exclusionary. I don't want to be I don't want to be lifeist.
Wait, which 2? There's only one that's non-living on this ship. I may be a construct, but I'm still alive.
There's
And
also the bone collector.
It's a gray area.
No, it's really not.
I was going to suggest the Bone Collective. Yes, says Kiara.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm going back to my room again.
And also the skeletons that it raised, if I am recalling your story correctly.
I believe so, yes.
And also the stick my head, and also the banshees.
Again,
She points that direction.
And half of the occupants is the Necromancer's Tower.
again, like I said, I know what I said.
I also believe we established that the term for discrimination against the unliving would be vitalists.
Biblists, yeah.
Exactly how many dead bitches do you know?
I'm about to know one more.
I'd like to see you try.
Get into a fight, and Jeremy suddenly starts critting again.
No, that is how we lose the character, like you were mentioning before session.
Is legitimately the craziest fucking shit.
Anyway,
We found the conversation.
yep.
This took a like.
Yeah, no. Morgan's just sat there watching with a shit-eating grin for like 20 minutes. during this argument. Just like, it's
Thing
not me
is-
for once.
Molly is not here to impress people.
A couple of days of this kind of conversation, presumably.
I got no. I don't have any charisma. I'm not to try to persuade you of anything.
A couple days of this pass, and eventually as the landscape passes by, you pass by a couple other villages in the way that seem less in any kind of danger. And eventually the Gauntlet Runner makes its way through the gates of the city of Wolkir, once again, greeted by that massive, sprawling cityscape. You were instructed to meet Salathria at one of the guard outposts in the middle ring of the city.
Yes,
Or like the 7th Bastion or whatever.
Yeah, seventh Bastion, I believe, was the specific one.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, because I think it'd be funny, the last night before we get to Wolkir, I sneak into the workshop, make a little brass tack that says librarian, and stick it to Molly's door. As quietly as I can.
Here's the problem. I'm gonna get blamed for that shit.
No. It's too high up. That's why you don't get blamed.
That's true. Unless you put it low enough.
It's gonna be
that
like
would be a great troll.
chest level, which would be probably on the high end for you.
Yeah, that would be.
That is a great
Like-
troll.
I like 2
Putting it
foot
just
tall.
low enough.
Like implausible, but not impossible.
Yes.
be you.
How she
If
grabbed
I
the,
was
how she grabbed the
really
step
careful
stool.
or athletic about it.
Yeah, how she grabbed a step stool to get there without being heard is impressive. But
You know what? Before I even ask Trevian to roll stealth, Katie, roll me perception.
Notably, while
roll a
asleep, so
21
with
minimum.
disadvantage.
I'm not even gonna ask her to roll with disadvantage. Just roll. Like, I didn't know if you roll high enough that I even need to get Trevian to roll.
you have to roll above a 21 minimum.
Nope.
No, not this time.
So yeah, no one notices. As you leave a nameplate that says librarian on Molly's door overnight.
Molly is going to, the next morning, she's going to see it. She's going to look at it. She's just going to say, nope, and let it go for the moment.
I should point out, for the sake of complete fairness,
Molly will remember this.
Astra does have 2 spells. Well, lots of spells, but 2 in particular.
Which
Jump and spider climb.
Yeah, perfectly feasible in that case. Yeah, you literally just have stood on the door and placed
Yep.
it.
I mean, so like Molly knows that it was put there to get a reaction. And
Yep.
So she's just like, nope, they're going to starve.
The funny
That
part
is
is,
fair.
the funny part is, I don't actually care about your reaction. It's just a funny joke to me. Having done so, I don't care about the aftermath.
Eh,
Yeah.
But we
Also,
this
they're
conversation
gonna starve
happened. This
to
is
the
my
people
token of
who
it.
who don't eat.
eh.
So you return back in. The Gauntlet Runner, presumably this time, finds a spot to park that is further within the bounds of the city to make it less of a trek to the 7th Bastion. Though that does make it a slightly longer trek for Brain. For Ingrid to get to the library to return her book.
I would, as Altana is like carrying on past the second ring, I'd have her stop.
So
Like-
you can get out.
Yeah. I cop out real quick and run over and then make my way up to the 7th ring, back to the runner.
So you walk back to the library. It does appear that she has made good on her threat at least once, because you do see what looks to be a human currently pinned up on one of the spikes near the door of the library.
I make as wide of a berth around as I can to avoid any blood getting on the book.
You open the door, and sitting inside, that Goliath woman sort of looks up from whatever book she was currently tending to at the time and notices you enter. Ah, welcome back. It's good to see you again.
I had to make sure to return this on time.
Excellent diligence. I don't have to hunt you down.
And I walk it over to where she pulled it from the shelf.
You put it back, and she nods. Were there any other works you wish to borrow?
I'm not certain at the moment, and I'm not sure if we're heading back out of town again. So,
Fair enough. If you find that you need anything more, don't hesitate to let me know.
absolutely.
She'll nod and return to her own reading as you make your way out and return up to the 7th Bastion. The rest of you, the 7th Bastion is one of the numerous. There are sort of spread, dotted, mostly centrally, but some are spread a little bit further out to the sides. There are, for each of the 10 rings of the city, there are 10 guard fortresses, essentially, that are not quite like full-on castles, but definitely like fortified structures that are meant to house a large number of city guards, and sort of operate as a coordination point and like general place of official business for anyone who needs to access the city guard or request assistance from them. The 7th Bastion, positioned in the 7th ring, is like this tall, it's almost like a basalt monolith. Like if you've ever seen how basalt kind of grows in this sort of like tiered tower structure, it's kind of built up in that sort of like awkwardly stepped way that looks like it maybe wasn't designed in one go, where there's the main floor has like maybe a 10-foot height, and then there's like a rampart over like one corner of it, but then more building rises up a little higher, and that kind of steps off, and there's more of that kind of towering up as the building rises up to about a good 120 feet. It's got a pretty tall view of the city as a whole, and you can only imagine that someone has been thrown off the top of it at least once. But you make your way inside, and there are guards standing at attention. There's an individual in guard uniform sitting at the front desk. The uniform of the city guards of Volkir looks fairly customizable. Like they don't seem to worry too much about what the gear you're wearing looks like for the most part. The one thing that stands out that is identifies you as a guard, essentially, there are two things. One, there is a red and black tabard that is just worn over whatever armor you wear. That sort of indicates which bastion you're from, and like which like particular role you might serve. You see a lot of different like squad identifiers or like roles within the guard that are identified by the tabards you wear. And then the thing that just sort of like serves as a general indicator of this person is a guard. Other than that, all of them wear a singular pauldron. It's like one piece of shoulder armor on their right shoulder that is fashioned in the shape of a wolf's head. That one bit of unique armor that all of them share is the one thing that sort of distinguishes all of their gear to say this is the armor of a guard, and then the tabard sort of offers more unique distinction of which bastion I work at, what my main role is, kind of thing. And yeah, the individual at the desk, human, short black hair, stubby beard. The individual is dressed in like studded leather. They don't seem to be wearing anything particularly heavy. But again, that metal pauldron and the tabard that indicates 7th Bastion Administrative. And you approach and they look up. Welcome to the 7th Bastion. What's your business?
Here to talk to Salathria.
Ah, right. You must be the mercenaries that she had mentioned.
Would hope so.
All right, well, you're all the way at the top floor. Standing Legion officers are all the way at the top.
All right.
Thank you.
They indicate to a staircase that seems to go a little awkwardly because this tower is structured a little awkwardly. It's not like a single spiral that goes all the way up and has like ramparts that drop off. It's sort of like a awkward, like it goes in one direction, turns, goes up, turns again, goes a little bit further straight this way.
It's like an MC Escher painting.
It's not like you're taking impossible turns, but it is very much it looks like this staircase was designed as the tower was being built, and they were like, wait, we need to reach all the way up here. So there's like
this is naturally built more than planned from the beginning.
Yeah, like there's a lot of like weird landings where they have to be like, okay, you have to be able to walk over here and then take these stairs up here to get to the next floor, kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, you eventually reach the top, and it just has the thing that denotes the offices of the Standing Legion members that are operating in the tower is just a massive like chain that hangs from the door. It's just like a big heavy metal chain, which is, to be fair, indicative of the giant chain that hangs from Ashran Garm. So makes sense as just a clear indicator of Standing Legion.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you knock and you hear that elvish voice from within. Enter.
Pushes the door open. We have returned.
She looks up as you enter, sort of brushes some snow off of her cloak. It looks like she just came in a little bit ago. Welcome back. I see you've been successful.
Indeed.
Howdy.
Well, the city thanks you. First off, monetary compensation, she says as she reaches under the desk and pulls out a bag and just slaps it onto the table. You'll find I don't remember what the agreed upon amount was, if there was an agreed upon amount.
Yep.
2,000 gold pieces as agreed. Seems like an appropriate amount at the current level.
So 400 each then, if we split evenly.
Yep.
Seems
That's
fair.
gold.
And then from there, favors as requested. What exactly can I do for you?
Gonna be honest with you, it's a bit of an odd ask.
Within reason, I will try and accommodate.
We are looking to speak with a prisoner in Ashrangar. I got that right out of character, but
Ashrengarm. There's an M at the end.
Ashrangar. Garm. Okay.
Interesting. And why would outsiders such as yourselves have an interest in a prisoner of our fair city?
Something not of this realm has drawn me to this person.
And you wish to perform an interrogation as to what might be leading you towards them?
Yeah.
Roll me a deception check, because that was a fucking lie. You're not looking to interrogate, you're looking to break them out.
At least get to know what's going on. Bit of both.
Yeah, that's not the whole truth, though.
No. I'll give you that one. I'm gonna use my inspiration on that.
All right.
I have a +2. No.
Hang on.
Nope.
Let's see how insightful she's feeling. She is a wizard.
That's an
Nat
20.
It's not a nat 20, but it is 19.
Yeah. Anyone got anything?
No, 19.
I do not believe so. Let me check and see.
Hold on.
I'm not there.
Wait. Hold on.
Are you still at the library?
I was going back to the runner.
Okay.
Oh god, I have nothing useful.
Maybe not the best chance to start casting in the middle of this.
Probably not. Crap.
This does not count as an attack roll, correct?
It does not.
No, this is a skill check.
Skills can be attacks too.
Yes, in this case though.
Feeling very attacked.
But
I'll specify that I was going back to the gauntlet runner,
Mhm.
unless you were specifically waiting for me to get back to go.
I don't think they were.
Nah.
Okay.
Unless you specifically wanted us to wait.
I mean,
But that being established,
Yeah. I don't think we got anything here.
she kind of laces her fingers and leans forward onto the desk. There is significantly more than you are telling me at stake here. I'm very curious, but also, I would be remiss not to pay you this favor owed, and, strictly speaking, it would be very difficult to escape the dungeons of Ashrengarm with any prisoner that you might wish to break out. So, I might not be able to get you a direct audience, but I might know someone who can. I will even do you the favor of not asking who your prisoner is and allow this individual to make that judgment for themselves. She's a unique one. Doesn't really click with the society of Lokir as most do. She has the power of an individual on the Standing Legion, but has never really bothered to take it for herself. But her specific skills, I think partially because she's never really found a chain-forged comrade that's really made her an ally or a rival. But her particular talents and skills have drawn the eyes and ears of the duocracy. So she might be able to get you the audience you seek.
Does she have a name?
Her name, as I look up my own weirdly spelled name, her name is
Okay,
Sive.
fantasy words.
Her name is Sive Horfrost. She's a Goliath and a talented warrior, though not in the traditional sense. You can typically find her as she sort of like pulls out a map of the city. There is on the far side of the 10th ring, the very far back end of the city, near the cliff face that it's built on top of, there is an old watchtower from a long time ago when we thought we might need to keep an eye out for threats coming from the ocean to the north. You can usually find her up there. She likes to keep to herself when she's not at task.
And do you believe she can get us an audience with the prisoner?
She can. Whether she will be up to you. But she's probably your best bet. She is something of a maverick in most people's eyes, and has been known to let her own sense of justice lead the way in situations where it might not necessarily be to the duocracy's benefit. The fact that I am telling you this and not asking you who your prisoner is or reporting the fact is my favor to you.
I appreciate that, even though, of course, I would do nothing of the sort to antagonize the duocracy. Knowing Smile.
I'm certain.
I absolutely would.
And I'm certain that if you do, the Legion will deal with you.
I'm sure they would. But no, with all due seriousness, go ahead.
Practically speaking, what's the best way to get all the way out there?
I mean, aside from walking?
I mean, is there a particular route we need to take, or?
The city's laid out fairly grid-like. You should be able to find your way there without too much issue. It's the old, like I said, the old watchtower on the far northwestern side of town. It's not really inhabited anymore. We don't usually see anything coming from the ocean anymore. And the watchtowers of Ashrengarm, now that it's been built, have a much better view.
All right, well, let's try our luck.
Good fortune to you.
Thank you for your assistance.
Our thanks to you.
I hope you don't do anything too stupid.
Well,
Dream of it.
stupid is in the eye of the beholder, honestly.
I would like to introduce you to us.
Well, I look forward to hearing the tales of your glorious deaths.
I'm going to take that as a compliment, and I'm going to leave now.
She nods and smiles as you head out.
Wait until clearly out of earshot of basically anyone. Okay, that went much better than I was expecting.
Yeah, considering you can't lie worth shit.
That was pathetic.
I don't normally need to lie.
I mean, that's true. And good thing, too, because oof.
All right, I will leave that to the doll next time.
It was like watching a squirrel try to eat an elephant.
You've seen this?
No, but can you imagine it? I can. It's not pretty.
Yeah. Okay, I can't lie.
Just like that.
I don't. Yeah. I don't
Because it
need
was
to.
ugly because you're a bad liar.
I get it.
Okay,
Explaining the joke 3 times.
Let's make
Absolutely necessary.
our way.
Yes. That being said, this
Time is of the essence.
5 is could actually be fascinating. I think I'd like. She's gonna be a fun one.
What's her name?
Scythe Horfrost.
Cy Forfrost.
Scythe
Scythe
Frost.
Forfrost. Like FORE.
HOARFROST.
That one.
Jesus. Okay.
That would be Scandinavian names.
Yep.
Or maybe Norse Viking stuff.
The first name is actually Irish.
Yeah,
Fair.
as I
The
said.
Horfrost part.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying really hard.
I know.
Not
It went through my head too.
No, I saw it there, and you know what I'm gonna do with that?
I mean, wait till I give you the spelling, because I'm gonna put that in Roll20.
I'm assuming it's HOAR.
Yeah.
It's
But
the Norse name.
wait till I give you the spelling of the first name.
Yeah,
it's like
you
17
said it's
letters.
Irish.
Oh, Irish, yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
spelling
there
of the
it
first
is.
name that is pronounced Scythe.
Yeah. No, that
Mhm.
makes total sense.
Yep.
Like
normal.
like Scythe.
Scythe, yeah.
Yep.
Yep, that makes sense.
Totally normal.
I come from a complicated people.
Could be worse. Could be Welsh.
You know what? I think the Irish and the Welsh are like trying to.
Honestly, it's a fun competition.
It's like
The Scottish get to sit there with like relatively normal spellings, like
Look, I'm just going to be trying real hard not to call her Frigid Floozy.
frigid what?
Floozy.
Oh,
Because the first word that came to mind, I'm not going to say.
I'm aware.
yeah. Anyway,
No, I was confused because I heard smoothie, and I'm like, where'd you get that from Hoarfrost?
what did you got there? A smoothie.
Frigid smoothie. It's like, aren't they supposed to be frigid?
I believe that's what you call a Slurpee.
I could
Which
kill
is
for a
also,
Slurpee.
never mind.
I could kill for a fucking slush puppy right now.
I'm sorry.
Now you're just making me thirsty.
I
More
don't
ways
want,
than one.
I don't want anything to do with the cold right now. 'cause
Morgan, possibly. Me?
No,
I
I
don't
will
know
go
what
for
you're
a slush puppy any time of
complaining
year.
about.
this weather.
It was like 3 degrees here last weekend.
Oof.
I don't care. Okay,
Nope, don't like that.
I don't care. I don't care if it's 30 degrees or 3 degrees or minus 30 degrees. I don't like cold. I don't care what numbers are making it cold. I don't like it. I'm also getting sick, so that's
I'm the
there's
exact opposite. I much rather the cold.
yeah. I am surrounded by people like that
Yeah.
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah. Morgan sounds. Yeah. Back to it. Morgan is very interested in meeting this person.
She's a Goliath, she said.
Yes.
Yeah. Frost. Goliath of Frost heritage.
She did not specify the heritage. You're just assuming that.
Her last name is Horfrost. If that's not a tell.
You're still just making an assumption.
People are more than just their names.
Okay. I would assume Frost heritage.
I mean, yeah.
I will admit that. But it's a fair fucking assumption. Anyway.
Let's go to this fucking tower.
What should be a hill giant?
You guys come back to the Gauntlet Runner?
Yeah. What bullshit have you done?
Working our way
We can wait.
Making our way downtown.
northwest. No. No Terry Crews, we are not.
Can we
I forgot about that video.
can we at least give credit to the
To Vanessa
proper
Carlton.
person?
I know
Thank you.
I know it's Vanessa Carlton.
Yeah, I know. I just forgot about the fucking Terry Crews.
I'm aware.
Don't erase woman.
I remember the video. I remember the piano driving around the street, and like that's the entire video.
Great
And
video.
She's back of a pickup truck, like
It's a very good music video. Anyway,
no, it is. Anyway,
You return to the Nidhogg.
turn the Nidhogg, get this thing cracking.
Presumably, Ingrid is waiting for you.
Going to the watchtower. All along the watchtower.
ooh, good catch. Good song choice. Anyway,
Sorry.
no. I was like,
Just
musical
No,
taste.
being
I'm
described,
here for it.
being described where we're going. I'll comment that if there's a closer place to park the Nidhogg.
There is. There definitely is.
Like in my wanderings, I found this place up on the 10th ring, and
Mhm.
There used to be a graying tower alone on the sea.
You made.
Are we there yet?
Baby. Someone had to.
I can pay you to a kiss
Kiss
from
from
a
a
rose
rose
on the
Are we active?
Oh my
okay.
God.
Are we actively trying to get this stream taken down?
Yeah, we should stop. It's alright, less than 10 seconds, we're good.
Like,
No, Kiss from a Rose was like 2 campaigns ago. Like catch up. Oh god.
I didn't realize that was a running gag.
No, my character in the changeling game that
Vampire
was
game.
Oh, we were sulky.
that was their touchstone.
Ah.
And
Yeah, right. Yeah, I was
she was a bit obsessed with that song. Backstory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah, the Gauntlet Runner makes its way up to the edge of town, and yeah, you find an open lot that you can sort of park the Gauntlet Runner in, and yeah, in like a very short walk from the Gauntlet Runner, you can see this dilapidated looking watchtower. It doesn't look like it's like structurally in danger, like it's been at least maintained enough that it's not really going to fall apart or anything. But it does look like nobody has really like operated the watchtower for its purpose as a guard garrison and watchtower for a very long time.
Baby.
It's a kitty cat. That's because we needed to get more off track, Jeremy. Thank you.
Yeah.
look,
Except
this shithead's the one who burst open the door.
Mine is the one that runs into the door.
It's one way to do it.
You want to explore, but unfortunately, you have to sit here or leave. Sometimes, not so much anymore, but still occasionally, you chew cords.
Looking away like
no idea what you're talking about.
That's like, nope.
Absolutely innocent.
Me?
Did nothing
It must have been.
Never.
It must have been some other cat.
Yeah, you all
Right, get out of
you get out of the Gauntlet Runner and start to walk your way towards the tower. Hey, Morgan,
Hi.
you're leading the way, right?
Assumedly.
Are you wearing your helmet or carrying it?
Carrying.
Cool.
Make a deck save.
You
So-
better make a con save.
You're
God, that'd be
walking.
horrifying.
You're walking you're walking down towards the tower, and there is a ringing noise, and you realize you are no longer holding your helmet, as it has been struck from your hand and landed a couple feet back in the dirt. And you look first at the helmet, then at where the noise came from, and you look up to the main rampart of the watchtower and find a tall ice blue figure with long white hair standing on the rampart, looking down at your group, racking the bolt on a rifle. And that is where we're going to take our break. Remember, we take our break, you take yours. So sit up, stretch your legs, do whatever you need to do, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
We are back.
Welcome back. As a reminder, when we left off before break, someone had shot your helmet out of your hands, Morgan. And to give you all the full breakdown of the individual that you're looking at, they are a tall Goliath woman, probably around 7 or 8 feet tall. Hard to tell from this angle. Long white hair in a profusion of braids, resting down to about mid back. A series of black tattoos, war markings, the traditional markings that Goliaths have, whether they're permanent or not. It varies from world to world, but that sort of trace along her face and around the upper torso and shoulders. She's surprisingly not wearing a whole lot for how cold it is. She mostly just has like a leather furred vest and like a single metal pauldron on her right shoulder. Thick bound, like strapped bracer and glove on the right hand, and like a marksman's glove, which is to say mostly a leather glove, but the index and thumb are left exposed so that they can hold the rifle properly on the left hand. There's like a brown bandolier across her chest, presumably for holding bullets. She's wearing a waist cloak that has sort of frost aesthetic. It looks like there are like crystals of ice woven into the fabric. And she's wearing leather breeches with like metal plates along the thighs and knees, and a pair of heavily furred boots. These sort of ice blue greenish eyes looking down at the group of you as she again racks the bolt on the rifle, loading another shot into the chamber.
Molly's hands immediately go up and go.
Who wants to guess what the rogue does?
Yeah, Morgan adjusts the arm to go for to bring the shield around. Goes, I think you hide. Brings the shield like not fully planted or anything, but like ready to block if another shot if need be. And goes, impressive warning shot. Are we able to talk now?
The Goliath woman sort of looks across the group of you. That depends upon what you wish to talk about.
Salathria sent us, thought you'd be able to help us.
Not exactly the best arrangement, sending someone from the Standing Legion as your contact. Why?
Said you'd be able to get us access to Ashfangarm.
Access that the Legion could not?
Access would be...
Be careful what you say out loud, and who else might hear us.
Probably best we have this conversation indoors, if you'll allow it.
Make me a persuasion check.
That I'm better at. Better. Not... That's a +5 still, though.
Yep.
Hold on.
I'm waiting to see if
How's my
Katie has a thing.
No, my persuasion is not great. Yeah.
If we really want, my minimum is 19.
I mean, if you want to do the talking.
I don't know if we want her to do the talking. No offense.
Mike, I have a 16 charisma.
She sort of looks across the group of you. You'll forgive if I'm a bit hesitant to let people heavily armed and armored inside the very nice position that I currently have on them.
We are definitely not trying to take your position. We're not even trying to stay here.
I didn't assume that you were, but understand that I currently have the advantage, and inviting you inside would be giving that up.
You're not wrong.
From where it's safe to speak openly, or
Oh, what can
as openly as possible.
I do something?
Right
Do
from
something.
here.
I mean, I'm not the one who has a secret that they needed to talk to someone not at the Legion about in Ashran Garm, so.
You know, fair enough. It's a situation that you would, Salafia said you would be in a better position to get than her.
Which means
For whatever
it's
reason, I'm not
something-
sure. But
Which means it's something illegal.
I mean, if that's what she refers to as your specific set of skills.
If you needed to get into Ashran Garm legally, there would be no reason the Legion couldn't do it for you.
We're looking to get access to a prisoner.
Now there's the honesty I've been looking for.
Forgive me for being cagey after you shoot at me.
I tend to find that the bullet opens most people's mouths. They typically will start screaming anything to stop me from shooting them again.
Not the first time I've been shot in the last 3 days.
Fair enough. Besides, it was a warning shot. If I wanted to shoot you, I would have.
I believe that.
Oh, I could tell. And she'll
Great.
actually go over to put the shield away and go over to grab the helmet.
There's a scrape, not a dent. Roll me a insight check.
Now I roll high.
With a 21,
Now I roll the nat 20.
the precision of that shot is incredibly specific because not only did she fire that and take it out of your hand without hurting you,
It was meant
She
not
took
to
it-
damage the helmet. Too.
yeah, she took it out of your hands without damaging or denting the helmet. She just scratched the paint on it.
Thank you for not making me have to buff a dent out of this.
You're welcome. Come on inside. We'll discuss more.
Go inside.
Yeah.
You all walk up to the door. It's locked at the moment, as you might have expected, but a few moments later, you hear footsteps coming down the tower and hear the unlatching of a heavy bar and then things moving aside. There's the sound of several locks being undone from the inside. And then the door creaks open. And again, very tall Goliath. And you can see that she's 8 feet tall now now that you are able to stand directly in front of her. Come on in.
One gives a slight bow and heads inside.
She turns and heads inside. You see the rifle is now slung over her shoulder rather than in her hand. and as you walk inside, you are welcomed into what is definitely a cozy room for someone who does not receive guests regularly. There is a single chair next to a table that looks like a place where this person typically takes most of their meals. There's a couple of bookshelves on the wall that look like they just have books haphazardly strewn there, along with a couple of other things that are not books. Probably mementos or just random trophies or any items of any kind of sentimental value. There's a single candle burning on the table. Smell of standard tallow, but also a little bit of honey. There is the light filtering in from one of the windows is faintly obscured and tinted kind of bluish by the glass of the window. And the whole environment, there's this rustic quality to it. There's a fur rug on the floor, and as she walks in, she walks to like a wooden closet almost, sort of built into the side of this central room. Opens it up and starts to retrieve several more like small wooden chairs, and places them out in the center of the room, just sort of for people to sit in. All right, let's talk about this prisoner you want to see, and I'm assuming breakout.
We're kind of straight to the business. Got it. Right.
No, we're not going to pretend we're not going to do that, are we?
Yeah, I don't.
You're.
I don't
If
see the
we
point.
didn't make it clear before, I do feel like the need to re-emphasize this point. You're a really bad liar.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome. Here to help.
Subtlety is not the paladin's strong suit.
Anyway, if we're done with the antagonistic chit chat, why don't we actually get to why we're here?
A few days ago, I was given a vision of one of the prisoners in Ashangam, a tiefling by the name of Soria.
The dangerous one in the obsidian cell. Now, why ever would you be after that one?
Why is she dangerous?
Well, for one, she's one of the Duarchy's sister.
Huh. Okay. So she's a threat to them, I'm guessing.
You'd think that family counted for something, but
It doesn't.
The Blade Master really just seems to want to keep them out of the way.
It might count for something.
If they weren't a
It might be why she's not just dead.
It'd be obvious if the leader's family were executed.
There are
But
a
if she
number
weren't
of ways that accidents can happen.
True. But this doesn't seem like the place where that kind of subtlety is necessary.
You would be surprised.
No, I think there's something more going on here.
Oh no, she's a threat. Why leave someone who's not a threat out in a place where might makes right?
I don't even think. I think it's more serious than that. There's.
There's more to it, obviously.
And Molly is going to turn back towards. Why did I forget how the pronunciation goes?
5.
5. Thank you. The paladin had a vision, and as it so happens, the tiefling is a puzzle piece that we cannot do without the information she holds.
Puzzling piece, she certainly is.
To continue on our quest of a decidedly more significant purpose.
What do you think of the way things run now? In the world in general?
Well, I'm one of the few people who can say they've been to most of the nations, and I can tell you it looks like shit everywhere.
Yeah, we're trying to fix that.
We're trying to, well,
Change that.
we're trying to tear things down.
That's probably one of the only ways you're going to get anything done.
So whatever the next step is.
And you think that Soria can help you get there?
Yep.
Well,
Someone gave me a vision for a purpose, and I don't know who or what, but if something gives you a vision, you start to follow it.
and we already knew her name.
You sound Rumoran.
I'm pretty obvious, huh? But yes.
Most people from Ketting who get the vision start questioning it immediately.
That is a fair point.
And with all, they just assume it's part of the grand plan.
Yes. Rumor. Yes. You tend, unless it comes from Asmodeus himself, it tends to be something you can trust. And I can promise you I was no follower of Asmodeus.
Well, it's not exactly like I'm particularly attached to this nation. Originally, I'm Vorstian, so...
Fair enough.
So that's a yes?
I can probably get you inside, yes, but I will be risking my neck for you. What's in it for me?
Fun. Were you doing anything else?
What do
Not particularly, but I'm going to need a little bit more specifics on the incentive than that.
what are you looking for by way of compensation?
What do you like? What do you do?
I like shooting things. I like...
We can help. We can offer you that, but
You can have Astra.
I like good drink. I like
can't
good
handle
food.
me.
To be fair, it's been a while since I had anything particularly good. This place is... They got decent stuff, but it gets samey after a while.
when was the last time you had T-Rex?
Ooh. Now you've got my interest.
Well, you see, we happen to have
I haven't had T-Rex.
a
I
shit
haven't had
ton of
T-Rex. I haven't had T-Rex since the days back home in Vorst.
an excess on our ship.
One decided to try and jump us out of the wilds, outside of Rumor, and
And we decided it didn't get to do that.
You brought it down. Impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you actually do have what it takes to cause some change. Well,
I mean, one T-Rex in however many cities is a bit of a difference, but it's a start.
it is. But at the very least, you're not all talk.
Salathria said you had a weird sense of justice that didn't quite mesh with the rest of the city. What do you want?
She is a bit of a wise one, isn't she? Let's just say that might doesn't always make right.
I can
Oh,
agree with
shit.
that.
And as much as it keeps people off my doorstep, yes, I've had some problems. And there are people back home, Vorst home, I mean, that could really use some help. Tell you what,
Light a match with us? It'll be fun.
We've
You
got
you follow me back home to Vorst and help me out, and I'll help you out here.
where is first?
Southwest.
If I
Oh,
remember
there
the
it
map
is.
right, next region over.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What's that particular shithole's variety of shit?
They call it a meritocracy, which is to say your position in life is based on how much you can contribute to society.
Oh Jesus.
Okay.
Which is to say, the hunters who bag the biggest game and take the biggest glory have the biggest standing, and the people who are too old or too infirm to hunt are the lowest in society's run.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That
I think I
sounds
found my second least favorite country.
that sounds a little bit too close to home.
We haven't even hit half of the western side of the continent, so let's hold off on full rankings. But
It's fine. I'm blind ranking. Those always
Fair.
turn out well. Haven't you seen those?
Mo-
Mm.
Molly is go look at Sive and go, I'm of Recule and I wish I wasn't.
I don't know. You actually know what it's like to wish you weren't. That's something that's not typically common in Recule.
Let's
Yeah.
just say I've never fit in and I've caused a few fires.
Fair enough.
While we're
You-
sharing sub,
You
Go
were
ahead.
You were Noxian garb, she says, looking at Ingrid, but you don't look Noxian.
My first life was in the wilds.
But not a druid.
No.
One of the rare wild wanderers. Means you got survival skills at the very least.
Now I want to hear her assessment about the doll.
No,
I mean,
you don't.
It's a fucking doll. I don't know where the hell it came from.
And you don't want to know. And I don't want you to know. No offense. It's safer for you.
Fair enough.
she's a unique one.
I told
Said with,
y'all because
like,
I had
clear
to
eye
tell
roll.
y'all.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I just always like seeing people's
And yeah.
reaction to Astra.
But no, I think we'd work together well if you would
Enough.
come with us after all of this. But that's completely down to you. We can, once we help in Vorst as much as we can, because we might not be ready to overthrow a country.
I mean,
Stay there or come with
we're-
us. What's your choice?
We're pretty good at stirring shit up.
We can start shit. We haven't maybe able to finish quite yet.
I mean, revolutions don't happen overnight.
I'm not saying they do.
In other words, Sive, if you do us our favor, we'll do you yours.
Hmm.
And the partnership can continue afterwards if you wish, but that is down to you.
She thinks about it. Downs the drink she was holding. Holds a hand out.
Molly shakes it.
All right. Well, let's get you in to see a prisoner. Fair warning, you may have to fight your way back out.
What else is new?
Unless one of you has particular knowledge of the inner workings of the fortress and might be able to find a side exit.
There are several side exits.
I just look. Molly just looks over at Ingrid.
Yeah, have you been hiding the fact you've been reading a book on the prison?
Not particularly. Like, she did announce it, but like, if you
Yeah, even
Like-
glancing at the cover.
But here's the thing:
Yeah.
like, even if I hadn't seen you reading the book, this is the kind of shit that Molly knows that you do.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
like, if there's a secret passageway, it's like Ingrid's already halfway down. Like that's it.
Yeah, Morgan's head just slowly turns to Ingrid.
Is the Obsidian prison in the underground,
Yeah,
Whatever.
it's in the subterranean.
in the subterranean? I don't know the subterranean very well. It's not exactly mapped in a public space, but from the entrance to the subterranean, there's a couple of ways you can go.
So we'll have to try and sneak our way back out and see if we can avoid getting caught in the process. But I can let you walk in the door.
I mean, walking in, yeah. Even if we can't get her out, getting the information from her is something.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how it goes from there. If we can, great. Because I am fascinated to know why she was locked up and not killed.
I'm telling you, it's some kind of like. The only reason you do that, well, you are in charge and can reasonably get away with it because there are any number.
As if she's too big a threat to deal with.
Is if killing her creates more problems than it's worth. I'm thinking either A, I mean, there are a couple reasons. One, if she's no longer alive, she can probably be found.
Question comes to my mind. You said that Soria is the Blade Master sibling. How old is the Blade Master then?
Fuck if I know.
Because Soria, we are aware of, is older than 300.
Which is abnormal for a tiefling.
I couldn't answer that one. All I know is that in the conversations that I have had, I've brought more than a couple of people into the subterranean as a job for the Blade Master. I noted the resemblance the first time I saw Soria, and he mentioned in passing that his sister was more trouble than she was worth, but he couldn't have her killed yet. I don't know how old either of them are. Tieflings don't exactly age the same way that most people do.
What's your read on her in general?
The firebrand doesn't really take
Like
shit,
those.
even from the guards, which the mouth gets her beat more often than not, but she doesn't seem to mind.
Sounds like a fun ride.
So you've been to the subterranean. Do you know its layout particularly well?
I could get you to the cell. I don't know if there's any hidden exits, but I have walked it a couple of times, bringing prisoners in.
Any dark nooks or crevices?
Oh, plenty. It's meant to be detrimental to the prisoners' health, mentally anyway. They take half decent care of their people physically, but they do want them to know that they're in prison.
Playing mind games.
Getting all of us in and out might be more challenging. But getting one in that can just hide in the crevices and watch for the best time to get someone out.
How do you feel about
Like-
playing prisoner?
It's probably not the worst position I've been in.
I think my concern is if it goes wrong, having just the two of you in there is maybe not the best idea.
Well, one of you is a doll, so not the hardest thing to hide in the world.
All I can say is I can cast unremarkable on myself and nobody will remember me.
Yes, but the guards are going to know who's supposed to be in there, and someone who they don't recognize being there is a red flag.
I'm just talking about getting in and out. I'm not talking about staying.
I can bring one of you in as a prisoner without too many questions being asked. It's a job I do regularly. Especially the guards, they don't really hear who's coming in as a prisoner day to day. They will occasionally hear when I bring someone in that I've caught someone for something. And no offense, but you look the part.
With the doll or
The dead one.
the dead one?
The doll we can slip in Sive's backpack or something if we need extra backup.
If I bring too many of you in, then I have to start making reasons. Like I had to work with someone, and that'll start raising eyebrows because I usually work alone.
Mm-hmm.
So if
is there a position Molly and I could be parked up on the outside where as a likely exit point?
She looks over at Ingrid. You apparently know the layout. I usually go in and out the front gate.
Ingrid will describe where one of the exits is.
Yeah, there are a couple of sally ports on the sides that are meant for like if the castle ever was sieged, for soldiers to sort of sneak out the sides and try and flank it in a besieging force. And a couple of them are reasonably accessible from around the subterranean, so you can indicate one of those.
So you'll get the description of where it is, because I'm sure it's not obvious from the outside.
Yeah. It is decidedly meant not to be.
Yeah.
And
those things are hidden doors traditionally.
So
after some time Molly can use sending. And it's like check in like 12 hours and can give a time that we can try to get out.
So I like that. So would anybody be aware of us hanging around by one of those exits, or
you'll want to keep your distance? Wouldn't want to get too close, or get very close so that you can be up against the wall and out of sight,
and not hang around for outside of like the 15 minutes when
oh right, yeah.
So the way sending works now is they have 8 hours to respond to the sending. If I read that correctly.
Yeah, the creature can correction. You upon receiving your message, the creature can block your ability to reach it again with the spell.
Okay, I did misread it. Okay. How long do they have after? Probably within a minute or something, or immediately.
It answers
like
immediately.
manner immediately.
Yeah. Okay.
But it could be like in 12 hours you use sending, and I say check back in 12 hours.
Yeah. Are we good to go? Get in position when given signal. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Not the best plan in the world, but it's about what we've got.
We can make it work.
We've done stupider.
much.
That's true.
It's not a plan, but it's a perfect plan.
This is the greatest plan.
So, all right. Make whatever preparations you need to, and when you're ready, I will bring in a fresh prisoner.
All right.
Where are we
Uh,
hiding Astra?
I was about to say, Doll, are you riding along?
All right, we're gonna stop just calling me the doll in front of the new the new friends, because then they start calling me the doll.
I
Okay,
said
but what if it's
Astra.
okay? But what if it's
No, you said a
hilarious?
lot of the doll too. I have made note. I've just been polite this whole time and not said anything this particular conversation.
To be fair, I've also just met you and haven't really solidified all of your names yet.
Yes, we should probably introduce ourselves properly.
You seem to know my name ahead of time. Thank you, Salathra.
I'm Molly.
Morgan.
I am Ingrid.
I'm the doll. No, I'm Astra.
Astra.
Molly would have punched you.
Astra, how are you riding along? Are
That
you
is
riding
a-
along?
I mean, I can go. And I just turned into a doll.
Like I said, it's easy. It's easy enough to bring you in. It's just a matter of whether you want to be there.
Yes.
An extra person on the inside might be useful just as extra backup. Not that I don't trust anyone here's abilities.
That, and I'm sure I'm not going to be able to take a weapon with me, and Asher can just summon one.
That is also true.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yep.
I'll make sure to show you where your weapons are going to be put in lockup once I'm done. While I'm walking you through.
Oh, good.
Like a plan.
Molly, we should go ahead. Sorry.
Stop at the Gauntlet Runner to drop off extra stuff. Going with as little as necessary.
And then what I was going to say was Molly and I can reposition the Gauntlet Runner to somewhere that's closer to the exit. Short of run as possible to get into the escape vehicle.
Let's do it.
Astra, would you want to be? I mean, this might be useful for you. Would you like to be part of Ingrid's possession so that you end up in lockup with all of her gear?
I like that plan.
All right. Make your preparations, and then we'll move.
Yeah, Morgan pushes herself off the chair and starts to get ready.
Anything special that y'all need to do?
Molly doesn't need to drop anything off or pick anything up, so she'll walk back to the ship, but she's like, I don't need to go in there for anything. I'll just wait.
I just look up at them and let my head tilt too far than it should be. I was like, yes, I just need the blood of an innocent.
It's gonna be hard to find around here.
And that's fair enough.
I drop off everything besides the thief's tools, which I hide in my person.
Always let a hand just to see how difficult it's going to be to find them.
Could I argue with with advantage because like I can
Yeah,
just
you
shove
got-
them into
yeah.
my sinus cavity.
Yeah, you got time and you're undead. So yeah, you
Mhm.
can hide them very effectively.
Gross. Love it.
Yeah.
Gross.
So
I was gonna say if you wanted to open up like a slit in your arm, Morgan can heal it real quick. Heal the wound real quick.
I've just got sinus nonsense right now. I'm just like,
Oh yeah, it's
oh yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
painful.
I rolled my minimum.
Yep.
yeah.
So 21. 21 is the difficulty for finding your tools. Which will be relevant because they will do a pat down.
Yes, but I need to do a cavity search.
Yes, which they would probably do for an undead.
Okay.
But they like the TSA. It's like stand here.
All right. So
I'll have thieves tools and the rapier. That's it. It's all you but I'll have.
What is relevant is it wouldn't be out of place for Morgan to be carrying an extra sword around, so Morgan can have your sword on hand if need be.
Oh no, the sword's going in lockup.
Okay. Like, is there anything you'd want Morgan to carry around weaponry wise or anything, or armor?
A short bow.
Yeah,
My short bow. Anyway.
it is not a stretch to have Morgan to carry a short bow around. Yeah. She just leave hers on the gun runner.
all right.
Yeah, and like I said, moving the runner around to be like an unsuspicious distance away from that Sally port, but like enough where it's like running distance, a run distance over.
Yeah.
Position the getaway car.
Yep.
All right. Once you've all made your preparations, Sive will meet up with Ingrid. You ready for this?
I mean, they're not going to try to kill me right away, so I suppose so.
Fair enough. All right, hold still, and she will like turn you around, pull your arms behind your back, slap manacles onto your wrists, and start to lead you towards the main gate. You march up, and Sive sort of calls out, "It's the Frost Walker. I bring in another specimen for the Undervault." There's a moment passes, and then the massive gates of Ashran Garm begin to bow inward. And the doors slowly open enough for you to be shoved through. I will go ahead and put you as she walks you through the layout of Ashran Garm. Eventually, you come to the main courtyard that holds the entrance into the subterrane. I will go ahead and put you all on this map just so you can see what you're looking at in case it becomes relevant later.
Yup.
Okay.
Yeah. Sive just starts to push you up the path and sort of indicates with her chin to locations where you should keep an eye out, sort of denoting guards and general positions that she's seen as she walks by. You note the variety of different warriors. These don't look like standing Legion members. Generally, they look like just regular soldiers and guards. Most of them appear to be just sort of in general positions. She nods at a couple who seem to recognize her as she walks past. She steps her way about to this point. You note the Minotaur immediately to the left, who seems to be one of the guards. But as she stops there for just a brief moment, she sort of indicates up with her chin and whispers in just like a low mutter so it doesn't carry. Look up.
The entire time I've been like playing the part of prisoner and trying to make it look like the farther in we go and the more people we see, the less hope I have. So looking up, glancing, sees a Minotaur, looking up past the Minotaur too, and kind of cowering back a little bit.
You look where she indicates, and you can see standing on the roof, the entrance to the subterranean is this sort of almost extremely tall temple or gazebo style structure where it's just a sort of central circular building that leads down, and standing on the roof of it you spot a couple of figures that sort of stand almost like statues, but you realize that they are definitely not that, as they sort of stand with spear in hands, as you realize that they are tall insectoid beings that have 3 arms, each of them holding a spear in 2 of their 3 hands, their multifaceted eyes just sort of staring down at you as they watch from on high. And she sort of mutters, "Those are going to be your biggest obstacle to getting out. They have mental abilities. They can typically sense the intent of escaping prisoners. That's why they're kept there."
Fighting.
And she just after giving you that warning, continues to step you forward in, and she sort of indicates to the 2 guards, "No one for the underground vault. This one's well, dangerous enough, but without their weapons, they're pretty much dealt with." She says as she holds up the bag that has all of your stuff in it, including Astra. The guard just kind of, "Hold a moment, let's search," and sort of steps up to you and immediately starts to look you over. Let's see if they find anything. Not on a 14, they don't.
And I'd play it up like specifically going slack jaw and letting them see in my mouth and
they pointedly find, we'll say it this way, they find the one thing you had hidden poorly on you to give them a oh, they actually got something off me kind of feel.
Yeah.
As they find a vial of acid that you had just sort of hidden faintly on your person, meant to be easy enough to find, and they sort of fish that out. Well, I'll be getting out with this, and they pocket it. And they wave Sive through, and she walks past, continuing to push you into this central building. And the Thrycreen standing on the roof kind of stare at you as you walk by. You don't know what they're picking up off of you, but they don't seem to be immediately be jumping down to intercept you. So possibly the fact that you know you're going in there is at least enough to sort of dissuade them from from probing further.
I'm trying to project that I'm the hopelessness, and it's especially with the warning, I've not thinking about escape or
yeah,
just shit.
Yeah, just trying to flood the zone with as many just random thoughts of panic as possible.
Yeah.
You make your way down. I'll go ahead and put you back on the main map. And you are brought down several different floors, and eventually you find yourself walking into an area that is so deep underground they don't even really seem to bother doing much in way of like making it look particularly built. Like they haven't bothered like making stone walls or any kind of facades around here. Like it does just look like they hollowed out a bunch of cave system and are using it for cells. There are fortifications, but like there's been no concession to aesthetics here. Like everything here is practical. They've not done an ounce more than they needed to for security. It's dark as all hell, but fortunately you can see in the dark. It seems like Sive can't, so she does light a torch as she goes down. She walks you through several different halls. She stops you by a solid iron door that has a couple of guards standing outside of it as she hands them your bag and your equipment. They take it, look it over, open it up, look inside, see the creepy doll laying there, close the bag back up, take it inside that iron door, toss it into basically like a like sorting box for like, well, we'll arrange these later when we've got time kind of thing, and then walk out, shut the door behind them. And she continues to lead you on. Walks you past, as you continue, you see there are numerous different cells down here with a number of different prisoners of all sorts of different types. Some that are like humanoids that you would imagine have done some kind of crime. Some are just straight up monsters that have probably been captured and brought down here for either study or potential use later, but generally kept down here to keep them away from anything that they could be dangerous towards. You pass by several of these like rows of cells, and at one point she sort of nudges you on the shoulder to look to your left, and you can see where she indicates as you pass by a long hallway that leads to a like opened out cave system. And as you look at the back wall, you can see a pair of guards standing in front of a black iron door. And the only reason you know it's black iron is because it is not as reflective as the obsidian that makes up the walls of the cell around it.
That'll do it.
He sort of mutters, "There's your target." And she will take you to a couple of cells down from that and just toss you in one and shut it. One of the guards will walk by with a key and lock the door. The guard just kind of exchanges a few pleasantries with Sive, who sort of seems disinterested and offers you a last glance as she walks back out.
I try to make myself look as pitiful as possible.
Considering you can't roll less than a 10 on your deception, fair enough.
I have a +9 to deception, so that's a minimum of 19.
Yeah.
Like, in case the Thri-Kreen get into her head, the last image of me is looking forlorn and desperate. Like,
Yep. So, you've been left in a cell. What you doing? You know where your target is, you know where your gear is. And with your gear is Astra.
I'm still manacled.
Yes. Well, no, correction. The manacles would have been taken off as you were getting tossed into the cell.
Okay. I back against the back wall, knees tucked up.
You were not identified as a spellcaster, so they did not need to keep your hands bound.
I sit, occasionally have a hiccup or a sob. I keep up the facade,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm keeping track, listening for guards, and quietly watching as they might go past my cell. And
Roll me insight.
insight minimum 13. 17.
You sort of get the sense that these guards they've been here perhaps a little too long, in that they've hit the stage where nothing has happened in such a long time that they kind of are making concessions to their own comfort. And you get the sense that they don't really like standing around the prisoners that are fresh, that are coming in sobbing and crying. The noise either A, annoys them, or B, disturbs them, because it reminds them that the person in the cell is a person. So you get the sense that the noises you make tend to cause the guards to acknowledge that you are there, but then as quickly as possible find a post that is not immediately nearby.
The worst guards ever.
But we like that.
Yes, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying they are the worst guards ever.
You get the sense that if they hear anything that doesn't sound like that kind of noise, they'll probably come investigate. But
sure,
yeah.
But it's I observed something in my job as a prison guard nominally upsetting. Not even to me.
Yeah.
To somebody else. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm going to go derelict in my duty somewhat.
Yep. Don't tell me you haven't heard that story from prisons.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that those guards are any better.
So after a couple of hours of that, move up towards the bars, still that hiccup, sobbing occasionally, and watching get a better view down the hallways. And
mm-hmm. You're not in a cell that is particularly well positioned to see the cell you're aiming for. Probably just wasn't really a good one there from what you saw. That cell seems like it's very pointedly kept separate from most of the rest of the complex. You're nearby. It's not a long walk from where you are. But yeah, there doesn't seem to be a cell that has a particularly good view of the one that's holding Sonia.
But it's also just observing the hallway that I am in. And
yeah. There does appear to be at the spot where the hall that you're in joins the main hall, that leads further into the other rows of cells. There does appear to be a guard post where there's someone sitting there. It looks like there's one of them positioned every 3 or 4 rows, so that if something comes up that is of enough relevance that a guard needs to check on it, there is someone usually within earshot at least. But from what you can tell, looking at this area and with that 17 insight, this place doesn't seem appropriately staffed.
The exterior is the real security, not
not
in here.
You suspect they're not particularly worried about prisoners escaping here, because the only way that they can go is up where all the guards are.
What time of day is it?
Hard to tell down here.
A rough idea, like when we came down.
Yeah, when you came down, it was like mid-afternoon.
It was probably like early evening.
Yeah, it's probably like early in the evening by now. Sun's probably gone down a little bit ago.
keep up the audio. Watching down the hallways. I'll try unlocking the door.
Roll me sleight of hand with advantage because you got your thieves' tools. 28. You keep the noise up, especially, and make sure to like time your particular like coughs and sobs with the noise that these tools make in the lock, and kind of adjust, twist, turn. You're working backwards because the lock's on the outside of the cell, so trying to like work while also trying to keep the noise up and not make enough movement to draw the attention to the guard. You feel that rising tension as you start to press, and timing it with a particularly loud sob. Click. Latch unlocks. Tap ever so lightly just to create a little bit of space so it doesn't relatch. Door is unlocked and just barely ajar.
Are these doors well oiled?
No. That's why you had to be very careful trying to open it.
Like when it was open, when I put in here, it was a very notable.
Yeah, no, it groaned and squeaked as it was opened. While you're considering that, Astra, you're in a bag in lockup.
Yep. Is there anybody in this place?
It looks like the guards mostly stand on the outside, and like occasionally they'll come inside to sort shit. But once you are inside, it looks like you're on your own right now.
Thump. Yep. Well, first things first. I'm gonna look around and see how shit is sorted.
As you look around, do you have dark vision?
I'm pretty sure, but let me check to be surely sure.
I believe you do.
I think
Yes,
so.
dark vision 60 feet.
Awesome. So, yeah, so you can see just fine down here. As you look around, there are a bunch of different foot lockers and like larger wardrobes and trunks. Basically, just a bunch of different storage positioned around here.
Mhm.
It looks like it's categorized by type and then alphabetical by prison. So you'll find like weapons, armor, miscellaneous, utility items, equipment in various different categories of equipment, and then within those individual categories sorted by prisoner name.
All right, we are going to, unless there is one that is,
and part of why you assume you were just tossed into an intake box is because they haven't gotten Ingrid's name yet. They'll probably send someone by to grab the gear and then go ask Ingrid for her information so they can take it down and sort her equipment.
Is there anything in Ingrid's bag that she would particularly want in here?
The only other thing she would have brought down here would be her rapier.
I can't just walk around carrying a rapier, so that's a problem.
One that's the size of you, minimum.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to go down. I'm assuming that there is not a section that, like, right next to weapons armor that says really powerful magical items that can be stolen. So I'm going to go to miscellaneous.
Yep. All right. Roll me investigation or arcana if you're just trying to rifle through and see if there's something useful.
Arcana it is.
With a 20.
Ew.
30-20.
Interesting.
I'm looking for if it helps. I'm not just trying to like randomly steal. I am looking for something that will allow me to move around this place. Like, I'm not expecting that this is gonna be here, but something akin to like Book of Invisibility, Ring of Invis, Potion, something like that.
So the thing that you find is not quite that, but as you, so there are two items of note as you sort of look through miscellanea. Technically three. One might just be generally useful.
Okay.
There are two cloaks and a ring.
I mean, they're all coming with me, but
Ring listed as ring of protection. Just generally probably useful. Might be good to have. The two cloaks identified as Cloak of the Bat and Cape of the Mountebank.
okay. Hold on just a second.
Extremely spicy.
Grab the right one. Bat. God damn it. I can click on things, I
Lets
swear.
you turn into a bat.
Yep.
Head of the Mountebank lets you cast Dimension Door.
Yep. All right, I need to take a look at these really quick. The only problem is
They require attunement.
I want to see which ones do.
The
I
ring
think
does, I
all
know
of
for
the-
a fact.
I think all of them do.
No.
Oh, did the Cape of the
Just the
Mountebank not?
ring and the cloak of the bat. The
Cape of the
cape
Mountebank does
does not require
You
Nice.
give that to Soria. Give that shit to Soria. Somehow.
Speaking of, do you go looking for any of Soria's items?
That's actually probably yes, I would say so. And I have just grabbed, I'm assuming beyond like the, I may be wrong by this, but assuming beyond like just the, weapons, armor, blank, there's probably a place where they've just piled up like backpacks and the like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just putting shit into the backpack. Except for the cloak. The cloak is on me currently. Because I may need to use it. If things get bad.
Yeah. Speaking of, among the miscellaneous items, you do find two items. One listed as a bag of holding,
Okay.
and one listed as a handy haversack.
Mm.
So here's what I'm gonna do.
Stick everything in the fucking bag.
It's fine. It'll be all good. However, like I don't know exactly what Ingrid's schedule is. How quickly she's planning to move this along. I am going to, since the bag of holding and the haversack are just in the area of bags, and this stuff has already been sorted, I'm going to climb into the bag of holding because I don't breathe.
Yep.
And I am going to hide in there while I attune to these items.
Fair enough.
And you have time to attune because I've already declared several hours of waiting.
And I have time to attune.
Absolutely.
Grab all of Ingrid's shit too.
Yeah, that's true. I can just grab the rapier out of that.
You can grab
You don't
whatever
have strong
grab
feelings
whatever you
about that
want.
bag, do you?
No,
Okay, I'm just
The
grabbing
bag's-
the rapier then.
the bag's
We
not
can
even
replace
mine.
all
The
the
bag
machine
was.
So if you look around for Soria's gear while you're searching,
Yep. It's just
looking in all the major categories for items labeled under the name Soria, you find first off a banner. It is a tall wooden pole banner with a figure of an eagle mounted at the top, with the flag sort of wrapped around it. As you sort of unfold it, you realize that it is it's a crimson banner with a sort of white, black, and purple rendition of an eye emblazoned on the main body of the flag.
okay.
You find a
Banner.
yeah, and you find a weapon identified as a singing sword.
Okay.
And you find a ring that is simply identified as Crest of the Evil Eye, which bears the same symbol on the ring as is on her banner.
Sorry, it says what?
Crest of the Evil Eye.
All right, I'm just gonna put these in as custom items because I'm not gonna be using any of these. Because I can't find sword goes in the bag.
Is this the same eye icon that I saw in the
Crest of
Rumor?
the Evil Eye.
Yep.
Into the bag you go.
It is in fact exactly the same icon that you've seen both in Rumor and in Duval.
All right. Whoomp.
As you duck into the bag and make ready to attune yourself to the magic items that you need, and as Ingrid makes her preparations for her own escape, that's where we're going to end for the week.
Yep.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Does this